guys, welcome to the Treasury Update Podcast Coffee Break Sessions, the show where we cover foundational Treasury topics and questions in about the same amount of time it takes you to drink your coffee. This is your host, Alexa, and I'm joined today again with Craig Jeffery, Managing Partner of Strategic Treasurer. Welcome back, Craig.
Thank you, Alexa.
Yeah, so today we're going to jump back over to cash and cash topics by covering petty cash. So, Craig, what is petty cash?
It's a topic I don't want to do a podcast on, but petty cash is actual cash. It's a small amount of cash that companies may keep in a locked box or a cabinet, and they use it to handle those payments that need to go to vendors or providers that you can't solve for with card or paying on account. This is a bit of a nuisance. It used to be a big deal, but more and more companies, can use small companies can use Square, et cetera. So we don't see petty cash used very much. Sometimes it's stored for birthday activities, the window washer, sometimes the flower, people that come around to maintain the plants if they don't have Square or some other method of accepting payment. And so it's pretty well diminished.
Okay. And again, you have started to answer the next question, which is what's petty cash used for? So maybe vendors that aren't accepting cards or don't have them on them or that sort of thing.
Yeah, it used to be there was a lot more, plumbers or electricians and all kinds of trades used to, only accept cash. And to keep things running, you'd have to pay them. And so there'd be a way of setting that aside, or it could be used for emergency purposes. But, over decades, those amounts have decreased greatly. Many companies have done away with it. And when companies do have it, it's a tiny amount. It's a pain to keep track of, and it's, it tends to create a bit of a risk. But now it's pretty much gone.
That makes sense. And again, leading to the next question, I was going to say, do companies still have petty cash? I know in my work experience, we didn't, and we hadn't for several years when I was working in my corporate job. But so do they? Or
some do. I mean, we'll find that some do, and it's usually quite diminished. There are many companies that have done away with it, and there's good ways and easy ways to do away with it. Gotcha.
So for the companies that do have it, are there limits on how much petty cash companies can hold? I know that you said they can be a pain to track or carry some risk.
Yeah, I mean, cash is the most liquid asset, and it's essentially untraceable. So it does present some types of risk. Is there a limit? That would be governed by a petty cash policy, or if they have some other policy on that, it would define what it is, what's the replenishment process for it, something that's slowly fading into existence, fading from existence, rather.
Gotcha. So I'll do a quick recap, even though this has been a pretty short episode. So petty cash is actual cash. It's typically held in small amounts. You've said it's a pain to track, and it really can carry risk, and that's because cash is the most liquid asset, and it's virtually untraceable. And it's been diminishing or used much less over the years, and it's typically used really to pay those trades that are maybe cash only or something like that. But with the switch to card payments and that sort of thing, it's really a sort of fading into the distance.
Yeah, so think of the process as, okay, somebody comes around and washes windows, and they'll charge $20 versus if you contract someone, they may charge $100. And so I'm just making some of those numbers up, but you're a storefront, and so you pay $20 out of the cash. They give you some handwritten receipt. You stick the receipt for $20 into the petty cash drawer, and once you get enough of it, you submit those as receipts to replenish it. And so you get you cash a check from the company to replenish petty cash to bring it back to the $100 level. A lot of steps. It's a pain. I don't like it, but some companies have to have it for certain needs.
That makes sense. Thanks for adding that last point there, Craig. And thank you for joining me today. And to all of our listeners, thanks for tuning in. Make sure you join us back every first and third Thursday of the month. And if you have any topics or just want to connect with us, you can find us on LinkedIn. Thanks again, Craig.
Cheers.